a serious problem, people. It's very serious. It's quite hard to talk about. It's something that impacts me on a daily basis, and that is socks. You heard me right. They impact my life so much. Those blimmin' pair of socks. And I have made a whole presentation in the last 5 minutes on socks. So sit down, grab a can of pink lemonade, because it's going to be a rough one, boys. Settle in. So, socks. What are they? You wear them on your feet, alright? We've got the basics down. So, why do I hate socks? They just go missing, alright? They just go missing. Like, where do they go? What do they do? Like, I roll them up, put them in the washing machine, boom, they're gone. You buy a brand new pack of socks, a pack of 12. A month later, that pack of 12 are gone. You're back to your rotational socks. Some are holy, some they're not even socks anymore. And you're back to the rotation socks, and they're horrific. All right. So I've got a theory about why they go missing. All right. There's little goblins that go around creeping about into the washing machine, steal your socks. Doesn't matter if they're new, old, holy, or even crusty, alright? We all know one of those guys. That like their alone time a little too much, if I say so. Like, you drop their pair of socks on the floor and they shatter. You know what I mean? They're like glass, you know what I mean? They just like it a bit too much. It's all sticky, it's all smelly. Yeah. Go grab a pair of tissues, mate. Go grab a pair of tissues, alright? There's a bathroom in your house somewhere. So grab a pair of tissues, mate, and clean up after yourself. You filthy dog, you sicken. Like, you make me feel sick. This is like the problems with socks. People disgust me. Okay, now on to point number 2. The fact that these exist. Yeah. Alright. Number 3. This is the feeling I hate the most about socks. This is one of the reasons I can't stand them. I can't stand socks because of this one thing. Wet socks. Have you ever worn that fabricy shoes and it rains? It wasn't meant to rain, but it rains. You live in England, so fabric shoes are the worst. Because you get wet socks. You take those socks off. You walk around and your little flippers just throwing up water everywhere. Wet floor. If that was coloured red, it looked like a scene from a horror film. A murder scene that would look like. With wet socks. Just flipping about, little penguin feet, duck feet, whatsoever. Alright, so, the next point why I don't like socks. Waterproof socks, alright? You have wet socks and now you have the opposite. Waterproof. How the fuck do you clean them? Like, do you put them in the washing machine, like inside out, or do you just chuck them in there? They wash themselves? Do you have to hand wash them, like, or they're a one-use purpose thing, or you just can't clean them because they're waterproof, like, and they just smell of like that. They're filthy. Wow, can't believe it. They're just filthy. Wow. Like, waterproof socks. Who thought they'd say, yo, I'm gonna make them and I don't know how to clean them. People who wear socks in their own home / sleeping socks. Okay, how filthy does your floors need to be so you don't go around walking around in a pair of socks? So my nice clean feet stay clean. My floor is filthy. Like, look, mate, you're in your own house. Make sure the floors are clean. Yeah. And if I hear an excuse, oh yeah, it's a bit cold. Yo, put a blanket over your feet. Especially when you're asleep. You are a sick fuck if you sleep with socks on. Alright. Socks and sandals, alright. People. How many times do people need to tell you that socks and sandals, they don't go together? Alright? They just don't go together. And that is the end of my hatred of socks. And I hope you guys have a lovely day and subscribe if you hate socks. Goodbye.